Welcome to the Rebel Love Show. We are a once-a-week broadcast from Manchester, New Hampshire, where we are pro-pot, pro-gun, and pro-coffee. We are syndicated on Voluntary Virtues, JREV Radio, and of course, go download us on iTunes and Stitcher. I am Rob Mathias.
And I'm Shire Dude.
And Joel's skipping this one. He couldn't make it. But we do have a great guest today, the one and only Lauren Rumpler, a.k.a. Objectivist Girl.
Hi, guys.
How's it going?
It's so good.
It's been a long time coming for you to be on this show.
I know.
The anticipation's been building.
I know. My audience has just been like, when are you going to get... I mean, you keep talking about these media buddies of yours, and they heard you on Free Talk Live with me, and they were just so excited about you, Robin. And I know everybody loves Shire Dude videos because he likes to make me the star. So, of course, I have to post them up. So it's awesome.
It was fun being on Free Talk Live. 3 hours of secession talk.
Oh, my God, right? Could you believe we went for 3 hours talking about
one
secession?
subject? I've listened to a lot of Free Talk Live, and rarely do they stay on one topic the entire 3 hours.
I never heard an episode where they've stayed on.
Yeah, that's almost never happened on Free Talk Live, to my knowledge. I mean, I used to listen to it all the time. And
well, yeah, you can just go through the MP3 archives of that show, and you'll see they bounce all around because they'll put the topics, on each episode. And they'll bounce around everywhere, especially since every caller can call in and bring up whatever they want.
Yeah, but every caller that called in was on the same subject.
That's
it was
crazy.
Still on secession. It was still on the New Hampshire independence and Scottish independence.
It was a fever. I mean, it was in the air. I mean, with Scotland, God, but did they really just disappoint on that one?
Yeah. Well, you know
really
what? They set the precedent that a Western power can they can break apart and have a vote, and there's not going to be violence over people wanting to leave. So. They did that. You know,
Rob,
it inspired me.
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Why is your mic so much cooler than mine?
I'm just that much badass.
I mean, don't you feel stiff, Shire Dude? I mean, we're over here with these big, huge mics in front of our beautiful faces. And there's Rob with his, cool mic. I want a cool mic. Where do I get one?
I bought this. This was a used one I bought at Guitar Center down in Nashua.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, heck yeah.
They had a used one, so I went down there and it was gold. I'm like, sold. I'll get it. It worked perfectly. So it very much
they
fits.
were selling it for gold?
No, I wish. No, it's gold colored.
Oh, well, yeah,
it goes
really
with the look.
Cute. I mean, the gold and black. I mean, that's the way to go.
There you go.
And you fastened your shiny badge on the front there too.
Oh yeah, I got a. God, half the stuff that's in this room is Davy Barker inspired. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're not going to do the jingle, by the way.
No, I want to hear the jingle. Do the jingle.
He needs to pay us to sing his jingle.
Yeah, he needs to pay us Bitcoin to sing the jingle. We have it down pat.
All right.
Anyways, we got backtrack for a second. Announcements. We have announcements.
Yeah.
All right. Keenvention's coming up. All of us are involved in Keenvention.
Woohoo! Hosting the ladies panel.
What is a ladies panel?
I don't know. They asked me to do it. It's just a panel where no men are allowed. And being the sexist of the Free State Project, with my love of women and my hatred of men. I mean, I'm the man hater in this group, aren't I?
You've been accused of that before.
I have.
On the internet.
Yeah. I mean, they really think that I'm actually sexist, which is really funny because I went to an all-girls school and got put in my locker all day by women. I mean, how could I love women more than men at this point? It's impossible.
I've never heard you say anything anti-man. But
I know.
I'll be perfectly honest, internet. I really have. No, I take it back. I have watched a couple of your videos, but for the most part, I know you from being you. I don't really know you. I don't listen to. Well, I'm assuming you don't really listen to what we do. Yeah, that's. I'm calling you out, and vice versa.
Rob, I love you so much. I really do, and I love you too, Shire Dude. But I don't have time.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you're here, once you get here, you don't really pay attention to other Liberty media.
You do not have time for anything
no,
when you get
don't.
here. I
Your
mean,
schedule
if you
gets
have
filled
time,
up with everything.
Yeah, if you have time for things when you're here, you're not doing enough things.
Yeah, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Though my favorite episode.
Oh God,
maybe you should turn your phone off.
Yeah, he's calling me. So.
Who's he? Oh, that's right. We're not going to talk about.
It's someone she doesn't have time for.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, I don't mind mentioning Matthew. I mean, my a 5-year relationship that I dropped to move out here to New Hampshire.
Oh wow!
So yeah, I mean, like
that's why they call it the divorce state project.
Well, no,
right?
I mean, I still really care about him. It's not like that. We didn't break up. We just I mean, it was the whole reason for doing polyamory was so that we could stay together. So I mean, I guess you could say we're still kind of together, but I mean, we don't really.
Yeah, there are definitely complications that
It's
come
a
with
lot of
long distance.
complications.
That's kind of hard
being
to do.
so far.
It is, but I mean, you know, we have 5 years of backing, so it's not really that big of a deal.
So, anyways, convention back.
Oh yeah,
back
convention. Sorry, I got a phone call and we dropped the whole topic.
Yeah, so you're doing a panel on women.
No. Women are the only ones allowed on the panel because my panel is sexist like me. And
Who's on the panel with you?
So Laura Condon, I'm doing a vaccination panel. And so Laura Condon is an anti-vaxxer, and she's going to be on my panel. So is Laurel Hawthorne, who you finally met the other night in person. And
Yeah, it was a long... Yeah, I was kind of surprised it took me that long in my the path I've been wandering around in New Hampshire until I met her. Yeah.
And the latest is actually Renee.
Really?
Ian's girlfriend. is gonna be on
we
my
just
panel.
well, everyone knows that. So.
Well, yeah, no, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know that, then you should probably move to the Shire and actually,
If you didn't know it already,
Get in
then you
the
know it
loop.
now.
It's small circles.
get in the loop, guys.
So it's about vaccinations. That seems like is that a big subject in the liberty movement?
No, but I want to make it a big subject. The problem is that
Go ahead.
and nobody listens to me about it. So it's like
Where do you stand on vaccinations?
I don't think you want to know. I'm gonna spend the rest of the show defending it.
That's a black hole topic for you.
No, that's right. You're kind of stated, so you defend some stated.
If you
things.
want to hear the Rump
actually,
talk about vaccinations,
Actually, I'm
yeah, you want to hear the Lauren talk about how you should, everyone needs to be forcibly vaccinated.
No, actually, I'm anti-vax.
You're defending.
No, I don't think we should be forced. I don't even think they should be available. I mean, if you want to make them available, that's fine. But I wouldn't use them.
do you think the state should not be producing them? Is that what it is?
No, I just don't think anybody should be producing them. They're just not safe. I mean, they're horrible things.
I'm not against the idea of vaccinations. I'm just against the idea that someone can force me to take one.
And anyone, most people, I mean, I don't think I've met anybody in this community that actually believes in forced vaccination. Which, I mean, those people
That's
are
what I'm
insane.
thinking this is about. If everyone's against the idea of forcing people, then I don't.
No, it's about
down.
whether vaccinations are safe or not. Because honestly, we have a lot of kids coming out of the Free State Project, and I really want to care for them.
Right.
And I don't want parents injecting horrible substances into their children's bodies without their consent.
We got to pop out as many liberty babies as we can.
Got to spread the seed of liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is it?
I think if you have 15 kids, Carla should come to your house and pin a medal on you.
Got 15 signers.
Yeah.
Carla, are you sure?
Yeah, Carla G.
Okay.
Oh, Carla G or Carla M?
Both of them.
I feel
Both of them at the same time?
They should both come there and each have their own medals.
Maybe we should do Chris Lopez.
Oh, yeah, CeeLo.
All three of them. CeeLo.
CeeLo's awesome.
She is really cool. Yeah.
She's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, convention. I will be doing a panel on, hopefully one that hasn't been announced yet, which I'm hoping to. But anyways, direct action panel I'm gonna be on. I know Garrett's doing that. I don't know who else is on that panel. I probably should, but I don't. But
why don't you get on top of your own panel?
No, it's not my panel. I'm one of the panelists, but
Oh,
I'm
you
not
got asked
running
to
it.
be on a
I got to be
panel.
asked to be on that panel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then what are you doing?
I
at
was
the
asked to be on
convention?
the New Movers panel.
There you go.
And that's day one, actually.
You are an epic new mover. There's not that many people that trailblaze in here. You came here as your first night, so I mean.
Yeah,
I can't say that's not a bad move.
This show, this Rebel Love show, is definitely a bunch of trailblazers. I mean, we're the big media people that are really making it happen, the big activists and everything out here. So.
Speaking of activism, we did some outreach last week.
Oh my God, that was so much fun. I was so happy to actually get to do some activism with you. And it was really sad that nobody else showed up besides us, but
well,
it was awesome.
And honestly, with what we did, you don't need that many people. What we did, we had a farmer stand in Manchester. It's a very local thing. So like the whole idea of New Hampshire independence is we're trying to build the culture in New Hampshire, because obviously free staters are down, where most state anyways are, I would assume. But we need more people, and you need to build like a culture of people wanting, or at least being okay with New Hampshire leaving the Union. And the easiest way to do that is where there's a bunch of people at. And where do people go? A farmer's market. So that's where we went. There's, 100 people there or something like that?
Yeah, there was like 100 people there.
Maybe
and,
more?
No, I wouldn't say it was any more than 100.
But, I mean, we had meaningful conversations with a lot of people, handed out flyers left and right for Foundation for New Hampshire Independence. And I just love using the idea that if Scotland can vote for secession, why can't New Hampshire?
Oh, yeah, you said that too.
Yes.
Literally everyone.
Yes, because they looked at me like, what is this? And then they nodded, like,
But
oh,
that's
because that
just
just happened in the news. So they're like,
Rob,
oh.
You don't tell them what's on the reading material, or they won't keep the reading material. As soon as you said that to those old farts, they didn't want the material anymore.
Really? No, there's
Yeah,
some
no,
people.
there
I had
was-
some conversations with multiple people about
Well,
it.
but there were there was these two old people that were there together, buying vegetables, and they're just looking at me kind of funny when I gave it to them, and I'm trying to get away, and there you are behind me, if Scotland can get free, why can't we? And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we're
I'm
about to
trying
get.
to
Oh,
look,
they're giving
I'm
me
not-
the material back.
That's a pretty good Rob impression right there.
Well, first off, I'm trying to talk to them as a muggle, okay? It's I can't go full ANCAP on status about New Hampshire independence.
Speaking of impressions of Rob, which Muppet do we decide Rob was tonight?
yeah, we were trying to figure out which Muppet you were earlier.
Which
Why?
Muppet are you? I mean,
Oh,
he's the most manly Muppet, or is he a Muppet of a man?
oh
But
man.
no, that's Seth Cohen.
We decided that Joel was the Count
Yeah,
because
Joel's
just
definitely
because
the
he's
Count.
foreign.
Yeah.
Because he's
Yeah, and then
And he's-
Shem is
no, he's
Beaker.
half
And
foreign.
we're having this argument. I think that Shire Dude is Rolf, is the dog.
And then who is it? Nick called me Grover.
Grover.
which I
Yeah,
think
I
is
don't think
more-
you're Grover. I think
I
you're
can-
Rolf.
I get a little Grovery sometimes.
Whatever. And I am definitely Miss Piggy. I'm a super, super, super diva. So.
No, I see that. You
Yeah.
are definitely Miss Piggy.
Yeah,
that's
too easy.
That is kind of too easy.
I'm a
Yeah.
diva best believer. Haha.
You are a very how do I phrase this? You are a very
Be nice. You're my friends. Be nice
I will
to
be,
me.
I will say this.
Guys, these people know me better than any people in the whole world.
You're
That
like-
is why it's so
you're
scary.
you're like an enigma within the Liberty community
I'm
in
an
general.
enigma.
Yeah, there is not a single person in this community that has your personality or
Nope.
Nobody
it's-
nobody rumps like you do.
you outrump them all.
I'm always rumping.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fascinating because I've watched your trek up through the, starting off from the behind the scenes.
God, they were so nervous about me. I came in and everybody at the Free State Project is like, I don't know about this chick. She's got a lot of energy and it's kind of exhausting.
Yeah, you kind of bounce off the walls a little.
But I think everybody kind of loves me now. So
You can act
That's
very
fine.
extroverted, and most of them people
Act?
here. Yeah, I think
This
most
is
of
Yeah,
the
I
not,
people
wouldn't
this
here
is
say
not
it's
an act
it's not
about
an
that.
act.
are
I'm an
introverted.
extrovert.
Most of the people here are introverted. Right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't act extroverted. I am
You just straight up
extroverted.
are.
I'm an ENTJ.
Really?
I'm an ENTJ. I'm Steve Jobs.
You're Steve Jobs.
I'm Steve Jobs.
Are you just? Are you
I
like
am.
the Steve Jobs of objectivism or something?
I'm Steve Jobs reincarnate. Oh wait, few years off. Damn.
But yeah, so yeah, you've come up through quite a bit, and now you've got a pretty large following. How many people are on your Facebook page? Objectivist Girl.
Almost 1,900.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
I'm gonna be to 2,000 by my birthday. That's my birthday.
Your birthday gift
That's
to
what
you.
That's what I want for my birthday is to have 2,000 followers
Oh,
for my birthday.
We didn't even talk about your show.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You have a show, right? Or
Yeah.
one of many? I don't know.
What,
you
what are you
do
talking
something.
about? I
I
don't
don't
have
know.
a show. You're insane.
She's got
Oh.
shows plural.
But don't listen to her non-fake show or whatnot.
So, yeah, I run Objectivist Girl. It's a, little YouTube channel that I do teaching objectivist ethics.
Well, I was talking about your podcast, but go ahead about your YouTube channel.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm an anarcho-objectivist, and I know Rob had a question about that, like what that means.
And we'll go into that in a little bit. But
okay,
continue.
all right. And then there's True Objective, my podcast that I do with Calvin Thompson at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday nights, every Monday. And Ash is so cute. Oh my God.
How are things working out with Calvin, by the way? Because that he's smart as a whip.
Oh, I know. He's amazing. I mean, he was really nervous. You could tell that he was really, really nervous at first, but he's really come out of his shell and he's really loving it. And he's just, oh my God. I love Carlos. Like, I loved working with Carlos. He was the previous co-host of that show. Carlos Morales from Truth Over Comfort. And he was a great... You should have him on the show. He's awesome. He's another anarcho-objectivist. He's actually the person that turned me into an anarcho-objectivist.
Interesting.
Is Carlos.
How did he do that?
Helped me see the light of reason. Basically...
I thought objectivists already did.
Well, he gave me... No, they don't. They do about ethics. I mean, her ethics are dead on. So is her metaphysical and epistemological view, but she took those from Aristotle. But her ethics are dead on. She took quite a bit of that from Aristotle as well. She got it wrong about politics. She believes in separation of state and economics, which is good. So she got the economics part right. I'm not going to go into aesthetics, but really it's that her politics are just inaccurate. And the problem is that she actually makes one of the greatest cases for anarchism ever made, but she just wasn't aware she was making a case for anarchism. And that's one of the things I talked about in my Pork Fest speech. Is she makes so many amazing arguments for anarchism and isn't aware of it. Gulch Gulch is an anarchist community.
Is that video out yet?
I thought that. Wait. I thought that place
Yeah, I've got my.
I thought that place died like during the summer.
Yeah,
Gulch Gulch. Didn't it die in a fury of real estate boondoggles?
No. That's Gulch Gulch, Chile, and that is not the real Gulch Gulch. Gulch Gulch is a mythical place in the book.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one you're talking about.
I thought you were talking about Jeff Berwick's
let's just put it this way.
Venture.
Let's just put it this way. If Gulch Gulch existed, the one in the book, you wouldn't know it existed.
Why?
Because they take the very best and brightest there, and I like to think that we're coming up, like all of us are gonna get really big, but we're not. I wouldn't put us among the best and the brightest at this point.
Well, neither would I, but nonetheless, I don't.
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely in that group.
It was secret.
Well, maybe
they thought these people died. I mean, the people that were taken there, they thought these people died. They just disappear.
To me, that seems like cowardice. Why would you want to hide?
They don't want to hide, so they want to live in a society where they're not being robbed from, and they're not being, they're not being aggressed against. It's a complete anarchist society. So they take them from the society because they want to show the rest of society that they should appreciate the producers. Because without them, which they're showing them what happens without them, the society will collapse.
Well, I'm not against, people like, if they want to hide, but for me, I didn't come here to hide.
No, it's not about hiding.
Well, if no one knows it exists, it sounds like hiding to me.
It's not. It's their choice. They want to escape from this society. I would not call it hiding. I think that I think hiding is a coward word, and I don't think that that's what they were doing. Me personally, I've always said I'm a lot like Dagny Taggart, but I would never actually give up and go to the Gulch. I care too much. I mean, maybe that's my flaw. I don't know. But
it depends on the situation. If things got so bad,
I wouldn't care. I'd still stay here. I don't care.
For me, I contemplated a lot about leaving the geographical location known as United States of America. I would not be in this country right now if it wasn't for the Free State Project. If the FSP
and
didn't,
could
if
you
the
ever-
FSP did not exist, I'd be living in like Belize or Costa Rica or something like
Could
that.
you ever truly abandon these people? I mean, you love these people. These are your. This is your family.
I love the Liberty people, the Liberty community.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's so many of them waking up within this country. Then yeah, I don't.
They
I don't.
need
I,
us here. I mean, oh, sorry.
but the average status
was
and
so
Muggle, I don't.
unobjectivist.
I love all humanity, but like I really care about the Liberty community.
The thing is that they need us here. I mean, that isn't the reason that we should stay. We should do it for ourselves. But I mean, I think that we can actually create the kind of society that we would like to see by staying here. I truly believe that.
Well, so do I. That's why I'm here. If I
Right.
didn't believe that, I would not be living here.
It's
I
happening.
don't think there's a point at which it will get so bad where we need to leave. I think if anything, it's getting better.
Really?
I do.
You think it's getting better?
I do. I mean, it doesn't seem that way from a governmental perspective because they're getting worse. But from a society standpoint, people are waking up. People are thinking, and we're coming out.
There is a huge awakening online, though sometimes it's scary because sometimes I think they're going in the wrong direction of awakening. But for the most part, yes, the internet has... for me, I'm not the same person I used to be. I don't think anyone sitting in this room right now would be who they were if it wasn't for the internet. Would the three of us be sitting here?
I would.
You'd be sitting here still.
Yes. I
'Cause
actually found out about Objectivism through a professor and read all the books.
But what about the...
physical books? So, no, I
But like the FSP and stuff like that, and like New Hampshire, and how did you originally end up here? That's probably a better question.
Matthew mentioned it to me, and we both signed the pledge. Oh wait, no, he signed the pledge. He signed the pledge, and I was like, "Oh, I'll do it later," and then I never did it. Because I do that with a lot of stuff. Because I've always been busy since college. Since high school. Yeah, ever since I started swim team in 6th grade, I've been busy every day of my life. I don't really know what it's like to have like a bunch of free time, and so I guess that's why I took on 3 shows, is because I like don't know how to be not busy, and I feel like pulling my hair out when I'm not. So it's just Objectivist Girl confessional. I can't not be busy, so put that on my resume.
Oh, I hear you on not being hugely busy.
Yeah,
there's not a day I have off.
He signed the pledge and told me about it, and I was half listening. And we watched a show. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was.
Was it about the
It
Free
was a
State Project?
documentary about the Free State
Was
Project.
it Libertopia?
It was not Libertopia. It was another one.
There's another one. Huh.
There's another one.
About the FSP?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's Libertopia, and then there's obviously Derek J's Victimless Crime Spree.
No. Maybe it was Libertopia. Maybe I saw it. I don't know.
Talking about the one where the guy that walked from Washington. Is he still here? I've never even met him.
He's still here.
No,
Okay.
I don't. And it's Will Anderson. Will Anderson is the guy that walked.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
I forget his name. I remember watching the movie.
You've never met Will?
No, I never met him.
Oh my
I still
God.
haven't met him.
I haven't
Oh
met
my
Dave
God.
Ridley yet.
I love Will. I have to introduce you both to Will. He's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's a few people left I have not
He's
yet
probably
met.
one of the nicest people in the whole community.
Really?
Yeah, and that's saying a lot. There's
Well,
a lot of really good
To
people
be perfectly
here.
honest, I'm still meeting new people.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you just
every
met
week.
Laurel. How is that possible?
Honestly, I don't know.
She's so pretty.
Yeah.
She is.
Honestly, sometimes there's people I meet where I'm like, why haven't we met a long time ago? I kind of travel the state a lot, and I go to different meetups around. So it's kind of interesting when I meet someone who has mutual friends all over the place, and I haven't met them yet.
Oh, so I moved because of Carla Garecki's speech at, is it Garecki or Garecki?
I don't know.
It's-
I always think I'm
Garecki or
mispronouncing
Garecki?
it.
It's Jarky. You gotta say it.
Jerky.
Yeah, Jarky.
Jerky.
It's actually a Klingon last name.
Okay, all right, cool. Good to know.
I thought you had to pronounce it in Afrikaan.
I guess, African, Klingon. What's the difference?
She's fluent in
Like
Afrikaan.
this, yeah.
So, wow, that was awful. Because of her speech, I actually signed up and moved. The
which
internet had
speech?
nothing to do with it.
Which speech?
The speech she gave at the last, not the last Atlas Summit, but the one before that.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah. And I actually moved out here because I met George and started working on his campaign. So I actually didn't move out here for the Free State Project.
But
it was
you got
just one of
sucked
those.
in though.
Yeah.
I was gonna hang out with you guys for like 3 months and then go home. And I remember the moment where I called Matthew and I was just like, I'm not coming home.
You know what's weird?
And then I called my parents.
She has more seniority than either one of us here.
Wow.
Think about that. She's been here for over a year. That's like
August 1st, baby.
that's like 5 years in Free Stater years.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a long time.
It's a long time.
It is a long time.
You know. And I only moved a couple months before you.
I just got here in May, man. It's like not even that long ago.
Does it see for me that feels like a
I remember the day
years
you
ago.
showed up, and I remember the day you showed up. You were so cute. Okay, so little embarrassing Shire dude moment. No, you're adorable now, but
he showed up wearing an FSP shirt.
he did.
Yeah.
So he was in an FSP shirt, and he was upstairs on the balcony. And I remember walking up to my room because I live upstairs from the Quill, and so
is that still the Free State Project headquarters?
Free State Project headquarters.
Free State Project headquarters.
Yeah.
Here in New Hampshire. Anyway, so I walked upstairs, and you'll see that in my earlier videos for those of you that didn't get that joke.
Oh, if you do,
So-
what's the name of the one with
Alien
with
one.
What's the name
my
of
God.
that?
Where I made him dress up like an alien because he was
Yes.
dating me at the time and like couldn't say no to me.
That's my
with
favorite video
anything.
of yours by far. I love that video. I've watched it like 5 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he was like, I want to do it. I want to do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. And then I was like, okay, fine. So, yeah, he was so funny. He did a Monty Python-esque. I told him, like, it needs to be Monty Python-esque. And he's like, yeah, okay. So that's why the wrong thing comes from. And so we thought that was very Monty Python. So anyway, the point is that, oh, that was Jeff. That was Berwick. So anyway, the point was I came upstairs and there is Shire dude out on the balcony and I'm like, hi, you're new. And he's like, are you Objectivist Girl?
No. That's not how it happened.
No, how did it happen, Shire dude?
I had heard of you. I'd seen someone posted Shrug, your song, on Facebook. And so I had heard of you before as Objectivist Girl. And but I didn't recognize that it was you immediately. And then I realized that after the fact. In fact, I don't think I said anything about it until the next day when you drove me to Keene for my first Keene trip.
Oh, okay.
I think I mentioned it in
So
the
you
clip.
were just struck by my beauty.
Yeah, it was just your sheer
Wait, did you go
beauty.
to Keene like literally the next day you
the
were here?
second day I was here?
So did I.
Starstruck.
That's crazy. We both did that.
We're the same person.
That's bizarre.
See, I thought you were just starstruck. Apparently, you were just like already
just
in love with
awestruck,
me.
yeah.
I caught it.
Love-struck,
Okay.
if you will.
All right.
Like,
Yeah.
we've had very similar first 2 days. I
Right.
didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
you both met me like in your first 2 days.
Yeah, it for the internet listeners at home. It is a trip to meet Lauren Rumpler in person for the first time.
Oh yeah, what is that?
How
This should be good.
Oh, do you want me to do this personal story of you? My first memory of you. Do you really want to know this?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
No.
So I go to the Quill. All right, Riaz and Joel take me to the Quill, and you were with Pedro at the time. I don't know. I'm assuming that.
No.
Well, you were on his arm, so I'm assuming you were.
No,
And-
we're just really tight. I mean, Paige. I mean, he's like you guys. Like we're just close.
I don't know this story. Tell more.
You know, any dark-haired, scruffy male, I immediately become insta friends with.
So like we go to like the bar and like they're pouring me a drink like to say, hey, celebrate my move, blah blah blah, and like you come out like on his arm out there and like I meet Pedro for the first time and meet you, and like you literally have your arm around his arm or something like that, and he has his arm around you. So I don't know.
He probably had his arm around me.
It was something like that,
Yeah.
and then you come up to me and like you pet my beard.
I did not.
Yes, you did. You went like this to my beard.
How much did I have to drink?
I don't know. But and it was really weird because
I
it's like
love scruffiness.
I guess that was my
do.
first experience into the world of poly, where I'm like, oh, okay.
No, you were not witnessing poly. How many times do you and I hug or like? how many times do we like?
I never met someone who was poly until I came here.
No. But that's just it. Like Shire Dude and I hang all over each other. You and I hang all over each other. And we're just friends. Like, I mean, like you're my family. We're tight.
I understand
Pedro's my family, and we're tight.
I understand that.
Pedro,
I'm just saying this is the first experience that I had coming here. Was you doing that? That was my first memory of you in the Shire.
Oh, no. No. Well, I mean, like, that's my thing. Like, I, of course, petted your beard because it is no secret. It is no secret.
And now it's gone.
There's no
she tends to play well with others, you know.
There's no secret that that Objectivist girls.
I think so.
I'll go ahead. We're having a private conversation.
Yeah, we're just talking.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, talk about me. That's nice. So, Objectivist girls' weaknesses are nerdy men and scruffy men. Oh, I love scruffiness. I love everything about it. So, of course, I came up and petted your beard. You were the new guy in town, and you were scruffy. And I'm like, huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
So speaking of playing nice with others, if I can change the topic.
Plus, we talked a lot online, just so you know.
Me and you?
Yeah, before
yes,
here.
I do, and I remember you. No, we didn't talk that much, and I remember you ignored like something I said, and for a month before I moved. I remember that.
I don't remember that.
And then you apologized later on, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't contact you."
Oh, yeah.
I was asking about
busy.
what's going on in Manchester. Like, tell me what I need to know.
Yeah, I was.
Which people do
really
message
busy.
me. I don't know about you guys. I get people that message me from asking for tips and tricks and whatnot, where to go and what to do.
Yeah, I've given people advice on how to find housing and jobs.
I'll add them to different Facebook groups.
Rob,
and whatnot.
now I feel guilty all over again. Wasn't there something you were gonna say, Shire Dude?
Oh no! Well, I was just gonna talk about playing nice with others and when is our next collaborative video project? Because we haven't done anything together since the dollar burning video.
Yeah, and
which, by the way,
Hearts and Minds. But
when am I going to see the episode?
I feel like we should release that to the public because it's just so cute and so funny. And then they can decide. Why don't we let them vote on whether we do the show?
Oh man, I don't know.
That was originally why you were on the show as a guest. Is it I
was pimping out Hearts and
which didn't even happen.
I did also pimp out Shire Dude.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is very true.
Yeah.
But speaking of Shire Dude, can we talk about
I wasn't
you for a
allowed
second?
on the show.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, considering Lauren's here in the room, so this is going to be interesting.
Oh no.
Oh no.
If you haven't watched a Shire Dude episode, Lauren's featured in it
a lot.
Yes. Every episode.
It's my
and the last
incredible
episode was
beauty.
I would say 2/3 of the episode was a remix
version of Shrug.
That
was like a terrible drum and bass. It was really
it just
bad.
kept going. It didn't end.
It was way too long.
Rob, don't be jealous.
Oh, I'm
that
not
he
jealous.
loves me more than
no,
you.
I'll be perfectly honest. I probably film half of his content. So
he does do a lot of my content. The tomato scene.
Yes,
that was filmed by Rob.
That was definitely Rob.
Yes,
I remember that night. I had way too much to drink.
Yeah, you did. But it was fun.
And I was like, Rob, turn on the camera. And you go, I don't think that's a good idea. And I go, Rob, turn it on.
You really wanted me to film that. I'm like, you tell me to turn on the camera. I'm not going to say no. So I'm like, of course I'm going to turn on the camera.
You were even courteous and went, I don't know about this, Lauren.
Well, if I'm going to film, if you tell me, if you're drunk and you tell me to film, he's going to get the content.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on. He's going to get it.
That's okay. I've got some good video of last night.
Any really terrible
Both he and Joelle were completely inebriated.
Oh.
And we were sitting around singing a barbershop quartet of He's a Bottom.
Oh my god! You guys need to stop with that. I'm tired of that.
That song is also featured in Shire Dude.
I mean, we're trolling Joelle because he does the He's a Bottom thing.
I
over
made that song up. By the way, I don't know.
Did.
On the way to Porkfest.
And Joel latched onto it
loved
like
it.
a leech and has not let go.
He hasn't.
For 4 months now.
He's not gonna. Let
I've gotten
go.
tired of it. I won't lie. I've kind of gotten tired of hearing it a little bit.
Does he do it on the show?
I don't think he's done it on this. He's done it on Shire Dude, but he hasn't done it on this show.
Oh, well, that's.
He's got to pay us for the advertising for us to perform that on this show.
All right. We can do a barbershop quartet version.
Well, at any rate, Can you explain your obsession with
Whoa.
why she's
obsession?
Yes.
Here's okay. So I hang
because
out.
this is their we're best friends.
I hang out with the Rump more than I'd say most of the people in the Free State Project.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, she's just she's the one there. She's so I film her.
I'm your one.
And she's also.
You're my one.
She's also very entertaining to watch too. She's very animated. Yeah, look at her go. I'm just gonna have the camera on you for a while. Yeah, so and she eats tomatoes like for the first time in 10 years. That's a great life event. Did you put? Awesome. Can you please put that life event on your Facebook page? Because you could do like life events.
Should.
Ate first tomato in 10 years. That'd be good.
That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although
we can remember that night forever.
I want to drive the point home though that
you'll have to give me the date on that.
Yeah.
On that footage.
Oh yeah, we'll have to find the date, the timestamp on that footage. We should do another collaboration though because that
I think so too.
That FRN burning video got 30 times your usual view count.
I know, right?
I went and calculated.
I do have a new video coming out that I could really use your your personal touch on.
My editing magical skills.
Yeah. You give me such good advice.
Thanks.
That's awesome. Did you see my Dao De Ching video?
Which one?
My Dao De Ching. I did a video on the Dao De Ching.
No, I haven't seen it one.
Yeah, it was I put it in a waterfall. It was awesome.
You put in a waterfall?
Yeah, next to me.
Why?
Because it was peaceful. Because it chilled me out.
Okay. You know who I want? You know what I'd love to see? And I know he's talked about it because I don't have editing skills like at all. I should, but I really don't.
Yeah, Rob, you should probably get into some
I've been busy.
videos.
I've been busy.
Well, specialization of labor. There are plenty of agorist editors.
I don't want to pay people. I'd rather do it myself. But I want to see. I want to see.
Premiere.
I want to see Bo do a class. I'm calling him out. Bo.
Oh yeah.
Get the class going. We all of us need more editing skill. You are the editor here in the Shire.
Well, yeah, he spoke with me about like a film and editing class.
Yeah, he spoke with me too about it. Because I actually approached him like, well, I'm thinking about doing a class. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, then do it. I will pay Bitcoin. Not that much though, but I'll pay something.
I toss in a bit.
Speaking of Bitcoin, I believe Shire Dude owes me some Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, he does.
Do
you want a beer?
I would love one actually.
Okay, let me get you a beer.
Yeah,
this is we're recording.
No, that's cool.
No, go ahead. We'll talk amongst ourselves. Go ahead and just grab a beer during the show. I mean, it's not like we're recording or anything like that.
It's not like we're doing anything important.
Yeah, I know.
So how are the ladies with you? What's going on with you?
The ladies?
Yeah.
Things are well.
Cool.
I enjoy my love life. Yes,
that's nice.
One of my partners is right here enjoying our show. Though it doesn't look like she's enjoying. Are you enjoying the show? Mm-hmm. Yeah. There we go. Okay. She's enjoying it.
She would tell you that even if she hated every moment of this. Just so you know.
No.
Yeah, that's what we do to get laid.
Oh my gosh. Rump's rumping again.
You didn't grab me a beer. That's okay. I have coffee. I'm good. I don't need any.
Oh.
So anywho, let's change subjects here. Yeah. I want to call out some bullshit. Oh. What's an anarcho-objectivist?
It's not bullshit, first of all, and
because it sounds made up.
It is not made up. In fact, even if it was made up, it wasn't made up by me. So, yes, disclaimer: it is not my word. Everybody that thinks it's my word, it's not my word. So. It is basically an objectivist that believes in Ayn Rand's metaphysics, epistemology, ethics, but not her politics.
Yeah, well, I mean, at PorkFest, I was there for your talk, and you were using the word pleonasm, right?
It's a pleonasm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
So you shouldn't have to say anarcho-objectivist.
No, I shouldn't have to, but unfortunately, because of all these minarcho-objectivists, I have to actually specify.
This is why I stay away from labels. Specific reason.
But I'll tell you what, I did just coin the phrase minarcho-objectivist.
Oh.
In fact, I'm going to start using that, because if I've got to call myself an anarcho-objectivist, they've got to call themselves a minarcho-objectivist.
That is so niche. I thought the FSP was a niche thing. That's like niche of niche.
Oh, there are so many schisms in this movement.
Yeah, isn't that kind of crazy?
It's huge.
It's
I
like,
mean, you've got what is it? There's the
Rebel Love Show.
that's one. No, there's the voluntarists, there's the anarchists, there's the objectivists, and in the objectivists, there's anarcho-objectivist and minarcho-objectivist, and I don't know if the voluntarists have any splits.
well,
But the
sort of.
anarchists are split between communism and capitalism.
yes, there's ANCAPs and ANCOMs.
And that's just
Right.
two
So
of
an
them.
anarcho-communist, let's be honest, people. An anarcho-communist is just a communist.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, come on.
It is. Communism means no government.
Though I would say this. I've met the alties, if you the alties in the community who are very anarcho-communist, but they're also very voluntarist, and they're like, I'm okay with collectives as long as they're voluntary. I mean, you can make the argument that the liberty community here is is sort of a collective,
thick
but it's
and
voluntary.
Thin. Thick and thin. That's what I was trying to think.
Oh
of.
yeah.
Thick and thin
there's
libertarians.
thick and thin libertarians, and then there's the Cantwellians.
Just say brutalist.
Brutalists,
There you go.
whatever. And then what is there? The gentleists? We're like the gentleists?
Yeah,
Or like,
yeah. One lives at the CAC and one lives at the brutalist house.
what? That went.
Oh man.
The Keen. What? Am I wrong about that? Ian Freeman lives literally across the street from Chris Cantwell.
Is Ian Freeman a gentlest?
Is he?
I
I don't
would
know.
say-
He's a
I
super
would say
pacifist.
Derek.
Peace be upon him.
I would say Derek J is the leader of the opposite movement. I would say if
Who also
there's
lives across the street.
anybody that is pushing peaceful libertarianism, it is Derek J. There is no guy that has coined peaceful libertarianism.
He is
more
one of
than
the
him.
most peaceful people you've
Well,
ever met.
He
As long
is.
as you don't cross him, like as long as you don't park in his parking spot,
Oh, and then
then you're
there's
fine.
Yeah.
and then there's the atheist libertarians and the Christian libertarians. And
By the way, the atheist movement in this community, I want to call it some shit.
and the Buddhist libertarians. Don't forget that.
I get upset with the atheists in the community. Sometimes they come across as very militant in their atheism.
Well, they're mostly
Yeah.
Dawkins followers. I mean, Dawkins is a militant
Well,
atheist
like-
and pushes militant atheism, which is hilarious because
Look,
he's a socialist. So if you're a
obvious-
follower of him, then
Obviously, living in this community, at the end of the day, the nap is literally a religious, edict here. Well, let's be honest. You don't violate the nap, all right? And I don't see Christian libertarians and Christian anarchists violating the nap. As long as they're not putting a gun to my head, as long as they're not doing anything to me, I don't care. I really don't care what they think between their mind, as long as they're being peaceful to me. And that's all I care about, that they're peaceful to other human beings and they're
I
peaceful to
agree.
me.
I agree, and I'm with you on that. I'm not an objectivist that's like, oh, you have to be objectivist or you suck. It's just objectivism is a philosophy, and these are political movements, and I'm talking about philosophy, and I think that more people should follow the objectivist philosophy because it leads to a lifestyle where you can run your own life and manage your own life for yourself. This is something you do for yourself. It's not something you do for me. It's not something you do for everyone else in your life. It's something that you do because you really want you want reason, you want productiveness, and you want self-esteem. And
Okay.
that's why you do it. And those are her 3 virtues.
Do you ever get tired of talking about objectivism?
No, I love objectivism.
I know you do.
I know.
You talk about it in private, like you still talk about objectivism.
Some people think I'm a little ass because of it. But,
I think everyone's a little aspy in this community.
everyone in this community, you were right. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I love objectivism, and I talk about it all the time. I have moments where I'm just like, God, I don't want to talk about it. But it's mainly because it's not challenging or new. It's these same stupid lifeboat arguments that I keep running into from people. And I'm like, that's a lifeboat argument. I'm not going to talk about it. It's a waste of my time. And,
Wait, what is a lifeboat argument?
it's the idea, it's the idea that some random event that like will probably never happens, and then what do you do in that? What are the ethics in that situation? It's like a super rare situation.
Oh yeah, like
It
I'm
stems
tied to the
off
train tracks, and you can push a button to like
Yeah.
send the train the other way, but it hits a baby.
Yeah, those. Okay, but it stems from the idea that you're on a lifeboat, and you have one life preserver, and neither of you can swim, or you're in the middle of the ocean, and it doesn't matter whether you can swim. And the boat sinks. Do you save yourself or do you save the other person? And you save yourself. Sorry, but it's still a lifeboat situation.
Not everyone would save themselves.
Then you're not doing it right.
Wow.
Well, it depends on the person. Like, I would sacrifice myself if it was the big enough sacrifice.
Ouch. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Will you also sacrifice your freedom to everybody else too?
If the entire planet could be free, yeah, I would.
That's Rob. We gotta have a very serious chat about this.
If I could free the world by sacrificing myself, sure.
I wouldn't.
I'm pretty sure everyone's got that special someone who they'd give the life preserver to.
Yeah.
There's a difference. So Ayn Rand talks about love, and you in her philosophy, you can value somebody so much that you wouldn't want to spend your life without them. I'm not buying it, but maybe that's because I just haven't been married, or maybe I just haven't been in love before.
Don't.
I heard that. Yeah, I hear that adventure really, kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Don't get the state involved in your.
Yeah, I
In
don't
your
think a
life.
piece of paper does anything. So I mean,
It does to people that believe that piece of paper does something.
I guess it's being poly though. I just really don't like.
Would you ever get married and but still be polyamorous?
If I were married, I would have to still be polyamorous.
Well, welcome back, by the way.
What do you mean, welcome back?
You left for a while.
This crazy guy just, I don't even know. I figured I hadn't tried monogamy since I stopped being monogamous. And that was when I moved here. And no, come to think of it, I was really polyamorous at home too. But, it's not about how many people you're with. It's about how you feel. And I've always been polyamorous, once you think about it. Even when I was with him, I was still polyamorous. I still had love. I mean, you both know I still had love for you. I still spent time with you. I mean, it's not... And a lot of people are like, oh, well, that's friends. And I'm like, no, it's more than that. You two are more than my friends. You're not just my friends.
Well, love you can't confine to one person or one idea.
That's the thing, is that as a person that understands that there are two languages that the brain speaks, there's emotion and there's logic and reason. And to try and put emotion into language is to miss the point. I mean, you're missing this wide array of feelings when you say I love you, when you say, you're my friend, or you're my lover, or you're my boyfriend. You're missing all these wide arrays of feelings and emotions that you feel for every different person that you meet. And I think that people are confining themselves by not being polyamorous. But I mean, that's their life decision. But I think, honestly, it's brought so much more joy to my life. And going back to monogamy for that month was just horrifying. I mean,
you seemed a little depressed during it.
I was really upset. It was very confining. I didn't feel like he liked me for who I was. It was very, just don't do it. Don't ever, and it was voluntary. I thought that maybe I jumped into the polyamory thing too quickly, and maybe, now that I'd been polyamorous for a while, maybe I could be happy being monogamous, and I wasn't. I mean, it's like trying to tell a straight person to be, or a gay person to be straight, or even a straight person to be gay.
Yeah, I can never go back either.
I can't. It's too hard.
I have to say it's for me,
it's too restrictive.
I don't
like to be owned.
It's not like I shout at the rooftops or something like that.
No.
But I'm open about it. It's kind of interesting. At work, because I work at, I go into, you guys don't, well, you do, but we work, corporate jobs, so to speak. We're not
our muggle jobs.
Our muggle jobs.
Muggle job.
And
I don't have a muggle job.
among the muggles, sometimes I think it's more inappropriate to be openly out of the closet poly than it is to be out of the closet gay at this point.
Oh yeah, you were talking about this on Facebook.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah, it's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get really upset.
So like I don't talk about like my activism or much like that because I manage people. So it's like I don't want them to think if they disagree with me on something that I'm gonna like fire them or something like that. But
Yeah,
when it comes to love life and stuff like that, like they'll ask like, "How was your weekend? What did you do?" I talk about what I did, and obviously it comes up in conversation.
Normally includes both your girlfriends, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the thing is that how censored is your show?
No, is it?
It's not really.
Okay,
we don't. I try not to name drop.
No. I'm
usually
not
don't.
gonna name drop. So
Yeah.
they're like, so you're seeing more than one guy, so you're a slut.
Yeah,
And
I've been
I'm
called a slut by a few people.
I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're like the most judgy person. Like, you gotta have something wrong with your life to be sitting around judging me. When I put up my relationship status back when, I was dating Matt, and everybody knows I was dating Matt, who's friends with me on Facebook or knows me. Back when I was dating Matt, I put up an open relationship status, and I kid you not, people had a debate on my relationship status. They had a freaking debate, and I told them the next person that says anything on this status other than congratulations, I'm gonna unfriend you.
Wow.
I don't even care. Like, get off my Facebook.
Facebook needs to add a thing.
I
where
couldn't believe how impolite and disrespectful that was. I was so upset.
Facebook is not very poly-friendly when it comes to relationship status on there.
No, open I
that's
hate
it. That's all they
open
have.
relationships.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to that. The idea of open relationships normally means that you can sleep around, and I don't sleep around. I sleep with people that I have a good connection with and that I really, really care about, if not love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree with that.
It's exhausting.
When I first heard about poly back at Libertopia in San Diego, they made that distinction like right away, like during the panel. They're like, this is not like swingers. This is something completely different.
Was this Libertopia, you said?
Yeah, at Libertopia they had a polyamory.
Did you come
bit.
to my polyamory panel podcast?
Yeah. I was there.
I didn't get to see that one. I kind of wish I had seen it.
Yeah, well, you weren't polyamorous at the time.
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay.
I've been practicing this for like 6 months now.
I remember. Because I remember when I told you about it, you were just like... What?
No, I was very anti-poly when I moved
like,
here.
Like, Lauren, you're insane.
I was very anti before I moved here. Yeah, but I mean, this place changes.
I remember that. I remember meeting you at Liberty Forum, and you were ragging on poly people like so much.
Yeah.
And then when
when I come back,
I'm sure my name came up in that because I talked to him about it so many times.
Yeah, and then the day you moved back, I had completely switched.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it is actually kind of funny.
Yeah, it's okay. Me too. I went through this period where I was trying polyamory, and I'm like, this is so dumb. I don't even know. I'm like, why can't we just be together? Like, why do you need to see these other people? And like after a while, it just kind of clicked.
Speaking of, are you poly? I've never really asked this question of you. I'm not.
He doesn't.
Oh,
use
that's right.
labels,
You don't do labels.
I don't use
that's
the
right.
label.
Which means he's not a libertarian.
I'm not an anarchist, as I've been called.
He's not an anarchist.
I'm not white. I'm not poly. I'm not a lot of things.
I think he's pansexual.
I don't. Whoa.
But that's what I think.
Wow. I've never been called that before. That's a new one.
Yeah, you have never heard that? It's somebody that doesn't recognize sexes at all. Like, I think that you're just like that type of person.
I know that you're a girl. I don't understand that.
No, it's just like you don't judge people based on like sex or gender. You don't judge people.
We're all just people, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
that's like how I picture you.
I can totally understand that.
Yeah. That's you. Like that's what I think you.
Here we are, self-actualization on the Rebel Love Show.
There we go. We figured out the truth, the true objective of Shire Dude.
It's just a pansexual imp prancing around the free
yeah.
state.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my God, that's.
But we love you for it.
Okay.
You're amazing.
Yeah. You've been a great move since you got here.
Thanks, buddy.
He's amazing.
Yeah, you've added what's what I'm looking for. You've added art to the community.
Trying to bring it. Trying to bring that culture.
Hey, I called you out as, or did you call yourself out? I don't know. I was rolling with it for a while that you were the Garrett Ian of Manchester, but you've blown him out of the water at this point.
Oh, no. I still got a long ways to go. Like, he's got his show regularly on public access TV.
Why don't you have that on we need to get this show on public access.
That would be fantastic.
I know. I have no idea why this is not live.
He ragged me on Free Talk Live within the first 30 seconds of introducing me. Like, oh, is it on public access? I'm like,
yeah.
Ian, like, not the time on like 150 radio stations to rag me about not doing. Like, that's one thing he does is he
pushes the envelope.
He pushes the envelope. No, and I applaud him for it because he goes, oh, so what's going on? Why haven't you done this yet? Yeah. I've been lazy.
What do you think about Objectivist Girl on public access TV?
Oh,
True Objective on there.
Oh my God, no! Objectivist Girl
is true.
Can I please have like a 2-hour show?
Is your podcast recorded via video?
No.
Why not?
Because are you really gonna try and turn this on me?
I got like 2 minutes to kill on this podcast, so yes, I am.
This is Rob's thing right here. He if you pick on him for something, he will turn to you. No. He will turn to you and be like, "Hey, you're doing this thing wrong. Like, why are you not doing this thing?"
No, I'm just trying to do what other people have done to me, and I'm trying to help you out. You should be on YouTube.
I'm trying
with your show,
but the problem is,
and I did convince you to get on Stitcher and iTunes. By the way,
I know there's a lot of problems. I'm not going to go into that, but I'll tell you what. I want to tell you how much I appreciate being invited on the show and how much fun I've had and how much I love both of you. And I'm glad that you guys both moved, and it's great to have you here. And you're my best friends in the whole world, and I love you guys so much. Like, words can't express.
I think Lauren's pansexual.
I am.
Well, we love you too.
I am.
All right. Well, where can the
and a sexist.
So where can the internet at large find the Lauren Rumpler at?
So you can find me on YouTube at Objectivist Girl without the I, or you can find me on Facebook at Objectivist Girl. You can also find me on the True Objective podcast at 8 p.m. on Mondays. Every Monday, Eastern Standard Time, of course.
Which should be on YouTube.
And
Don't you
should be on YouTube. Well, we're working on it. And then there's the Objectivist Girl live show on the Voluntary Virtues Network at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday.
Wow.
We air at 9 o'clock on Voluntary Virtues on Sundays, FYI. And we're at 8 o'clock on Tuesdays on JRev. I never actually labeled what time we're actually on.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I just say we're on those networks. I never actually said what time we actually air. What about you, Andrew? Where can where can we find you at?
ShireDude.com.
Yeah, you keep it nice and simple.
Nice
just
and simple.
ShireDude.com.
Yeah. You can get to everything I do through that one website.
Yeah, I just do a lot.
Okay. You can find. I actually have my content. Everything I do is at vrebel.com. But obviously the show, rebelloveshow.com. Like us on Facebook. We don't have a Twitter, but we all have our own Twitters. I never really see one. Mine's Voluntary Rebel, but
mine's Real Shire Dude.
Are you on Twitter?
I hate Twitter. I will not tweet. I'm not down with the twits.
It's a great way to call out celebrities and stuff.
You know, it's a great thing that they called it Twitter because I call it Twitzers.
Twitzers. Yeah, that's not going to catch on unless you go on Twitter.
I just don't like the twits. I'm just not into it. It's not my thing.
Well, anyways, you can find us all. You can find all the show content at rebelloveshow.com, and go like us on Facebook, download us on iTunes and Stitcher, and maybe watch us on Voluntary Virtues or listen to JRev for a chance. I don't know. But anyways, we are out. So peace.
Peace.
Peace.